welcome to Living Traditions Homestead. My name is Sarah. Well, this is the very end of our tomato season and our tomato harvest. A couple days ago we tore out all of the tomato plants. We picked off all of the tomatoes that we could still use and set aside the green tomatoes so that I can make salsa verde. And that's what I'm going to be doing today in the house. The kids have gone back to school, which is a mixed blessing. The house is a lot quieter, which sometimes is good and sometimes it's a little bit too quiet. But over the summer they were a really great help to me, processing a lot of the tomatoes and a lot of the plants that were coming out of the garden. And so now it is just me. I could tell Kevin or ask Kevin to come in and help me, but he's outside busy with his own projects. So I still enjoy what I'm doing. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. In one of our last videos where we were pulling out all of the tomato plants, Kevin mentioned that I'm going to be making salsa verde with these green tomatoes instead of tomatillos because we have terrible luck growing tomatillos. We've never done it successfully. And that I have a great recipe in one of my canning books for salsa verde that uses green tomatoes. And we heard from a lot of you saying, oh, please have Sarah do a video on that. So that's what we're going to be doing today. The first thing that I had to do with these tomatoes is wash them and then dig out the core. And now I'm going to be slicing them, and I'll use my special chopper to chop them into small pieces. And after that, I will know how many tomatoes or cups of tomatoes I have, which will tell me then how many peppers I need to go out into the garden and pick to go into the recipe. So first we'll get this done, and then we'll go out to the garden and see what kinds of peppers we're going to pick, a combination of them. Should be fun. The peppers are still going crazy. Well, I've determined that I can quadruple my recipe. So we're gonna go out to the garden and I need 20 peppers. I'm going a little bit on the mild side, so I'll have the equivalent of 5 per batch. You can go up to as many as 10 per batch, but I've got kids in the family that aren't super excited about spicy food. So let's get out to the garden and pick some peppers. Okay, out to the garden. I've got my cute basket. We're going to go out to the garden. Let's go see what we can get. Here we are by the jalapenos. I'm gonna pick 10 jalapeno peppers. Some of these are starting to turn red. I might grab a couple of those for color. And let's go get some Moneros. Red ones would be great too. Alright, back in the house, get chopping. This is a gorgeous basket of peppers. I'm gonna wash these guys up and start chopping them. Now, I had so many green tomatoes that I had to separate them into 2 containers. So half of the tomatoes are in here and the other half in here. I'll just have to do these separately. So as I'm chopping up the peppers, I'll put half of them in one container and half of them in another, and then we'll move on to onions. Now, I haven't told you that the recipe I'm following is from my very favorite canning book. It is the Ball Complete Book of Home Preserving. There are 400 recipes in here. If you want to take a look at this, it is in our Amazon shop to look at that more closely. It is my absolute favorite canning book in the entire world. Actually, it makes more sense to me to start with the onions before the peppers so that my cutting board isn't hot with the spicy juices, and I'm going to be using gloves to cut up those peppers. So I figured let's start with the onions first. I needed 2 cups of onions per batch, and I'm doing 4 batches, so I need a total of 8 cups of onions, 4 in one container, 4 in another. That's a lot of onions, that's a lot of chopping. I'm gonna get going. just 2 more things before we get this on the stove. The first are garlic cloves. We need to mince this garlic and mix it in. The last thing is lime juice, which will make it taste so good. So this is ready to be stirred up and brought up to a boil. Now the garlic that I added, it calls for 2 cloves of minced garlic per batch. I've got 2 batches in this pot. I had humongous cloves of garlic, so I added 3 really large cloves. And the lime juice, it calls for 1/2 cup per batch. I've got 2 batches, so I put 1 cup of lime juice in here. So I'm gonna bring this to a boil, and then there are some spices to add, as well as the cilantro.
Oh my goodness, I wish you guys could smell this. It smells so good. You guys need to make this for sure.
Okay, now that this is boiling, we have the spices to add. We're going to add 4, now this is a double batch, so we're going to add 4 teaspoons of cumin. And I just ground up some of the wild oregano that we have that grows here called Dittany. 1, 2. Now we need salt and pepper. 2 teaspoons of salt. We use pink Himalayan. Order it 10 pounds at a time. And 2 teaspoons of black pepper. And the last ingredient that we're going to add right now is cilantro. We're going to add 1 cup of chopped fresh cilantro. I'm going to mix that in and let this continue to boil lightly for 5 minutes before we start filling our jars. Yay. Okay, here we go. It is all ready. I'm going to put these in pint jars rather than jelly jars. Going to use my canning funnel, and we're going to fill these up to 1/2 inch to the top of the canning jar. Then we're going to use one of these tools to stick down in there to make sure there are no air bubbles in there. We're going to measure it to make sure it is close enough. Absolutely. And then we're going to wipe off the rim to make sure there's no debris on there. Then we're going to add a canning lid and a canning ring. Put it on there finger tight. And then we're going to use our, I think these are called tongs or something, and put them in the canning pot. Now we're going to keep doing this until all of the jars are filled or until the pot can't hold anymore. Well, I ended up with 8 jars in this round. I've got a whole nother round to go after this. So that is exciting. So it looks like, well, I'll end up with 16 or maybe 17 jars. That is definitely going to be enough for the entire year for our family, which was the goal, and I'm super excited to have reached that goal. So I'm putting the lid on these guys. I'm going to turn them on high. Once this reaches a boil, I'll set my timer for 25 minutes. And after I reach 25 minutes, I will turn the heat off, open it up for 5 more minutes, and then take them out. I am super excited to have these guys going. If you are new to canning and you want to learn more, I have done several canning videos, but specifically I did one that explains all of the canning equipment. And I'll go ahead and I'll make sure to put a link to that video right in this area. And I did an extensive video about how to water bath can, and that's the process we're using today, and I'll go ahead and link to that video as well. I do think that we have a playlist that has all of the canning recipes that I've done. I did quite a few last year, and I've actually done quite a few already this year. So I will go ahead and I will check on that and make sure that they're all together in one place, and then I will go ahead and link that playlist here as well for you. Wild canning and gardening is a lot of work. It really brings me so much joy to be able to raise and then preserve all of this food for our family. I'm excited to continue sharing all of those recipes with you. Well, you guys, I hope you learned something. I hope that you realize that those green tomatoes that don't ripen at the end of the season, you can pull those off, bring them in the house, and make something wonderful that can last the rest of the year. Hey, if this is the first time that you're joining us on our homestead, right now is the perfect time to hit the subscribe button below. For all you traditionalists that come back every day, 5 days a week for our videos, thank you guys so much. Before you go, if you could share this video on all your social media, we would appreciate it. And until next time, thanks so much for stopping by the homestead. Take care, and God bless.